Hogwarts Legacy is the most hyped up release we have seen in a while, and part of that may be because journalists and activists have been attempting to cancel it for months. We've known this game was going to be a pretty massive release because it's based on such a beloved franchise, but the final trailer is out. It is one of the top trending videos on YouTube and Twitter, and journalists are even more furious over this situation now. I have a bunch of things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon or a supporter via YouTube membership. So, as you can see, there are brand new hit pieces out attacking this trailer. This is a We Got This Covered article. It says, despite JK's controversies, the latest Hogwarts Legacy trailer courts massive hype. Of course it does. This looks like a fantastic game. It really does look solid so far, and obviously, it could have problems, but from what we know about the game, from what we have seen, it seems like they put a ton of work and effort into it. It is a well-executed game from what we have seen so far, and this game is going to be massive. It is based on JK's creation. People love Harry Potter across the world, and there are going to be a lot of people playing this, no matter how much these journalists and activists beg people to boycott it and not support it. At the end of the day, people are just saying, it's a video game. I will play it if I want to, and that doesn't make me a terrible person, and you shouldn't feel bad if you want to play this game. These individuals are trying to guilt people into not playing it by labeling us. Who cares? If you want to play the game, just play it. But it says Hogwarts Legacy's attachment to Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling gave the game a bad rap from the very start. Discourse surrounding the game has been very near unceasing in the months leading up to its February release, as fans war between a desire to enjoy the game's robust magic system and their disapproval of her increasingly damaging rhetoric regarding the trans community. The knowledge that she will financially benefit from the game's sales, regardless of her bare involvement in its development, is pushing many to boycott the title, but not all. By boycotting this game because you do not like JK is honestly pretty petty. A big reason why I think these boycott attempts are absurd is because no matter what piece of entertainment we're talking about, if it's a video game, a movie, or TV show, there will almost always be someone you don't like involved in a project, whether it's a developer, a creative, or an executive at a company. But that doesn't mean that you should judge the entire project based on one person and boycott it, which of course is what these journalists are doing. They hate JK so much they're doing their very best to try and get people to not support this game, even though she didn't even work directly on it. Obviously, their boycott attempts have not worked because collector's editions have sold out in minutes. It is the #1 best-selling pre-ordered game currently on every platform. Everyone seems to be very excited for this, and I will be streaming it on launch, but they have tried their very best to get people to boycott this title, and while there are individuals out there who ultimately will, it didn't have the impact that they expected. It says many fans remain leery of the title and its potential to aid in her ongoing campaign as a TERF, but that isn't tamping down their excitement at the open, nostalgic world Hogwarts Legacy offers. The trailer, which dropped yesterday, provides the most recent look at the story and gameplay provided, and as you can see on YouTube, this is currently trending. It's got 66,000 likes to only 2.2k dislikes. It's #3 on trending. It's got millions of views already, and people are just in the comments talking about how excited they are over this title. I personally am very, very hopeful. I hope that it releases with, minor bugs and glitches. Of course, almost every game now has some kind of problems, but I really hope that it is the, Hogwarts experience that we were hoping for, that we have been very excited for. And everybody in the comments is extremely excited about this. Again, there are haters, there are people who are saying, don't support this game, but they are very few and far between. I remember when this game was just a rumor, and now we're only days away from playing it. The Harry Potter franchise will always have a place in my heart. I can no longer wait for this game. So jealous of those who have already played it. Can't believe I'm finally going back to Hogwarts. And we actually haven't seen the critic scores go up yet. I bet they'll go up on Tuesday because that is when the pre-order early access goes up. So if you purchased and pre-ordered the ultimate edition of the game, you get 72-hour early access. So I bet that is when the critic scores are going to drop, and I'm curious to see what they will be. I don't really care about critic scores. They do not affect, my decision when I purchase a game or I decide to pass on one. But it will be interesting to see what they do because everyone so far is so excited, and I bet it's going to be a good game. I think we are going to see users rate it extremely highly, like an 8 to a 9 out of 10, and then critics are going to give it like a 7 and say it's good, but when I'm playing this, I'm just having to grapple with the fact that I'm supporting JK's creation. I bet they will bring it down a few points simply because they dislike JK. People are saying things like, this looks incredibly impressive. Avalanche seems to have completely understood the assignment. I remember seeing early bits of this game leaking years ago and remembering just that glimpse getting me so excited, and now it's only a week away is insane to me. I am very glad that we are starting the year off with a game that looks this impressive because we've definitely been off to a rough start with shows like Velma releasing and games like Forspoken launching. So I'm really hoping that this is going to scratch that itch that we have all, wanted to scratch. We've wanted a good new title to release, and things like the Dead Space remake were really impressive. But again, it's a remake. It's not a new experience. And even though we have visited the Wizarding World plenty of times throughout books, movies, other games, this is still a very new and unique experience, and I'm just hoping that this is going to be very, very good. My fingers are crossed. But yeah, as you can see, people are just so hyped for this game. Everybody here is praising the way that it looks. They're talking about how, some of them even took time off from work to be able to play it on launch day, and everybody just seems so hyped for it. Again, the journalists are pretty mad that we are supporting this game and we are so excited for it, but I'm not gonna feel bad. It looks good and I am hyped as hell for it. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it and found it important and informative, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.